There's a place, a school, an institution where a professor resides. Listen to words of Professor Buitron.
We're back at you with questions on Monday, and this is a question that was asked. We're going to answer it, and we're going back to strikes of Savate. I mean, you're talking about strikes that are used for the street. They're used in the ring too, but you need to understand the following strike. It's called the Coup de Tête, which means headbutt. And how is a headbutt used? And what area of the head is what you use? If you take your hand and you form like a little horseshoe and you put it on the top of your skull, right where your hairline is, that's what you're going to be using for the headbutt. From here to here is what you're going to be striking with. Do not strike somebody dead center, okay, because you can do yourself some damage. Do not strike yourself on the side of the temple. It's right on top of the cranium and the back side as well. So if you make that little horseshoe, it's in the front, or in the back, or in the side. This is the top part of the skull. That's what you're going to be using, or your cranium, right? Coup de Tête, as it's called, headbutt. Let me explain a little bit about a headbutt. A headbutt is like using a sawed-off shotgun. Does not discriminate. Doesn't matter what size the opponent is. If it hits on certain areas in the head and the face, you're going to crush it dramatically. The problem is getting to the headbutt, okay? You have to have a little bit more will, tactics, and so on and so forth. And we'll show a little bit of the usages within the sets. I'll show two sets, and I'll show you some other practicalities on how to use a headbutt, because the headbutt is it's used a lot in Dancers Savate. It was used a lot in the streets. I was taught how to use it by my Professor Buitrón, and I was taught how to use it by my uncle, Isidro Chapa. You don't really see the headbutt used that much in the Oriental systems. Yeah, it exists, but you don't see it used as much as it's used in the Occidental styles. And who knows, maybe it's a point of reference or point of culture, but the headbutt in the European fighting systems, it's used extremely a lot when you're inside fighting. It's used in wrestling, especially in some of the other type of grappling systems. It's used, now remember, you have to remember, fighting for the street, that's fighting for the ring. Inside the ring in boxing, it's actually camouflaged behind strikes and all that. It's a whole different art. A lot of people call it dirty boxing, which it is, or you know, he's doing some fouling, but it exists. And you have to be taught that. And I'm going to tell you the words that my professor used with me, and Buitrón told me, my prof told me, I have to teach you the bad and the good of the ring. And you have to understand and walk it in the middle of the line. And I kind of, at that time frame, I didn't understand. Walk in the middle of the line between the good and the bad. It goes, you know, my nickname was Popeye, and he used to go, Popeye, you know, the first thing you have to understand is I'm going to teach you the bad techniques for you to recognize them and for you to be able to counter them inside the ring, or do the same to them if they're doing you wrong. That doesn't mean you're going to go inside the ring going with bad hits and bad strikes and bad elements, but that means you have to learn how to recognize it. And he taught me very well. He taught me how to fight, and especially inside the ring. He's one of the three people that I say taught me how to fight. There's a lot of them that taught me ring savvy, and we'll get into those stories later on. But the Coup de Tête. I'm here with showing a little bit more of the Coup de Tête. And the first one's going to be gorging bull, which is, it's for blue glove. It's a technique that's within the Dancers Savate system. So for people who go out there, oh, that's not what we do in Savate. Probably not so, but we do that in Dancers Savate. And in Dancers Savate, just to get those that are on Facebook and on YouTube just talking smack. We teach for the street, my purpose. Boxe français Savate and Camp de Combat, those are our sports, so we do those as well. And we produce many champions, believe me. But I teach for the street. So the first technique is against a person that comes and double hand pushes you. Okay, so as he comes in, 1, 2, 3. Now in this position, here's the first headbutt. Double off the ear. I'm going to adjust the skull up, and I'm going to break the mandible. All right, a little bit of done at speed as he comes in. All right, there's a lot of other things inside. The second set for blue glove, which is the first rank, is called Ram Salute. Okay, and that's for a cross or a right hand that's coming to the face. As he comes in with 1, 2. All right, again, he comes in. Okay, again, what parts of my cranium am I using? On the second part, I'm using the side, placing alongside, inside, and then I'm going to use his arm as a track to hit my elbow. And we'll leave it at that. Okay, I want to show you some other positions of the headbutt, how it's used, how we were taught, how we used to play with them. And we're going to go with a right-left combination. As he comes in, it goes, ooh, here it is right here. See where I'm in? And once it hits here, I'm going to go bang inside. Again, he comes in. Here's the head. Here's the elbow. The other one is for a looping John Wayne punch. Okay? And you have to understand where we're at. Okay? How we're moving. Where we're leaving. Am I going to go to the exterior of the body? Am I going to go to the interior of the body? So we're working on the interior of the body. As he strikes his head, here it is. See? Hey. Hey. Understand? These are techniques that we all used to play with. Now let's work on, I'm going to switch them over. We're going to go with the exterior side. As he comes in, as I hit, see? Just reversed, okay? Let me put it to you this way for you guys to see where it's coming in. As it comes in, see? And here's the elbow. All right? Remember, coup de tête, headbutt, practice. Give us a call if you have any other questions. Hey guys, you guys are doing great. Click the like if you liked it. Comment, share it, subscribe, send us an email for any questions. We'll be touching base on a bunch of other stuff. And I think we've been jotting down a bunch of other stuff that we're going to be doing. And we're going to be doing every 2 weeks, maybe movie Friday. And we'll take a fight scene from one of the movies and we'll kind of just look it over and see how we all touch base. That's an idea that we're kicking over. But it's you guys that are making our milestones go forward. We just broke another milestone with subscribers. So thank you guys once more. Until next time.
Come train at the best kept secret of Laredo, Buitron Academy, 956-401-4868, Savate.biz.